Savage. Yeah, baby. This is Savage W, MMA fan, back with a new segment called Savage's Midweek Mini Podcast. And I'm basically going to do this on Wednesdays, especially Wednesdays where there's a lot of WMMA talk related shit. So don't look for it necessarily every Wednesday, but I'm going to try to keep it as consistent as possible with the Friday podcast. So the only rule to this podcast is being fast. So I have a number of topics I want to talk about, and 2 minutes max on each one, 10 minutes or less. So let's go ahead and get started. Macy Barber versus Alexis Davis. So I've been talking a lot about this. Podcast, live streams, put out a few videos. I have a breakdown coming on. Blech. I have a breakdown coming soon that I'm going to post up, and really studying this fight hard. And my pick has not changed. I still think Alexa Davis. Wow. I still think Alexa Grasso is going to get the shit done. But I'm concerned. Because I just don't know what version of Macy Barber's coming back. Is it an improved version? Is it the same old version? Is it a worse version? I don't fucking know. But I do know she's a dangerous fucking fighter. And, she gets the usual criticism for running her mouth, talking shit about, I'm going to do this to Alexa Grasso. I'm going to break her. And people saying, she's not a likable person. But honestly, I'm not caught up over that. Like, if there were more likable people actually calling people out and hyping up fights in WMMA, I would actually personally see people's points. But right now, I don't see it. But definitely, Alexa Grasso is going to have to do a lot of stick and move, mixing and matching, and staying away from that power. And Macy may have to take this fight to the ground. I don't know what she's going to do. But anyway, Poliana Vivian versus Mallory Martin. Okay, listen. I'm not 100% sure who's going to win this fight. I mean, they both got good ground game. I definitely prefer Poliana's striking and kicks. I think that might be key to her victory in this fight. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know what happens. She has given up a little bit of size to Mallory. But I think she should be able to beat her on the feet and then maybe eventually catch her in a submission on the ground. Because, Mallory Martin's last fight, she got her ass whooped in the first round by Hannah Cyphers, but somehow she survived it. And, Hannah Cyphers lost another motherfucking fight. What else is fucking new, right? And so, yeah. But I'm rooting for Poliana because she called her out. I love call outs, so I have a tendency to root for fighters that call certain fighters out, especially when a fighter they called out is not one of my faves. It makes it kind of easy. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, this should be an interesting matchup. So let's go, Poliana, Viviana. So Britain Hart defeated Paige Van Zant in bare knuckle brawling the other day, and it's a fun fight. It was a fun event, and you know, there were a lot of people that was thinking Brittany was going to win, and there also was a lot of people thinking that Paige was going to win. And I started to almost believe that, hey, maybe Paige can win, you know. The argument was starting to get a little bit more compelling, but honestly, Paige didn't look really all that good in this fight, especially when Brittany was clinching her up and making her fight in the phone booth. She just couldn't handle it. Now when she fought and just kind of let her hands go, it was quite an entertaining fight. And then she came on late, but Britain Hart hung on and beat her. And shout out to Britain Hart. She seemed like a pretty cool person. I saw her interview with Combo Breaker 99. That was a pretty good interview. So, I mean, that's what's up. That's what's up. And, Paige got to eat another loss, It seems like that's the story of her combat sports career. But, what can you do? Maybe she get better, I'm pretty sure she got another fight coming up with bare knuckle brawling. So yeah, shout out to Britain Hart. And I want to talk a little bit about this perception of bare knuckle boxing because, some people online, even on a Facebook page, please join the Lions Den Women's Mixed Martial Arts Community Facebook page. It's a real great hangout spot and keep you updated on the world of women's mixed martial arts. But, some of us did videos on the bare knuckle brawling event, Knuckle Mania, as they were calling this shit. And, honestly, I thought it was pretty cool. And while I'm not a big advocate of bare knuckle brawling, I'm more in the WMMA and all that shit. I don't think there's nothing wrong with promoting a little bit of it, especially because, you had Paige on the fucking card. So it was cool. But just some people, man, I don't know what the fuck to say about them. It's like they semi-religious with this mixed martial arts shit. Don't get me wrong. I know it's not quite as cute as damn sure any less dangerous than mixed martial arts. But, it's combat. It's a sport, Some motherfuckers don't even consider fighting sports, even though there's a war mentality fighting related to sports. But anyway, without rambling on too damn long, I think the UFC and other MMA companies can learn something from this event, because they definitely know how to make it exciting. And for the girls, call outs. Call out, girls. Call the fuck out, motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? It makes matchmaking so much easier. The UFC. Enough about the UFC. All right. Well, that's it. We're already at the end of our podcast. I probably ran through this shit even much faster than I intended to, but we'll see how I did. Look for a podcast every Friday, between 7 and 9 o'clock, here on Savage W MMA Fan. This is Savage W MMA Fan, and I'm out.